Hello and welcome. My name is Brenda if you're new here, and today is Monday, December the 12th of 2022. It was, let me look, October the 22nd, the last time I made a video. For the first little bit, I was not really stitching all that much, so I didn't really feel like I had a whole lot to show. And then I just got, I think, a little bit lazy and didn't really want to film anything. And I debated on waiting until January to film, but I have some finishes, so I wanted to get on here and share. And yeah, so I had a good Thanksgiving. It's, feels like forever ago now, but I hope all of you did if you celebrate. Yeah, I think that's all that I have. I have 3 finishes. I just finished one last night, so I'll start off with this one that is for my mom. A little kit she got me. This one it's from Dimension. It's a Dimensions kit, but it's called Silent Night by Linda Green. So I finished this one here. Let me find the right way to hold this. So, can't really get it all here. Like that. So this is hanging a little bit low, so I'm going to try to fix that. But besides that, I think it turned out pretty well. This was my first time doing anything like this. It came with this little hanger and, had all the instructions and everything. So I did mess up a little bit. It's kind of hard to tell unless you know, but on the cording here, basically all of this cording that I did is doubled because I made it wrong. And then I realized my mistake and I debated on just keeping it the same way, but it's a lot more going on down here, so I fixed it down there. And you can't really, when you're just glancing at it, it's fine. Everything I make has mistakes, so it's okay. As long as it looks okay. So yeah, I have that one. And then I have the Tale as Old as Time from Story Stitches, which finished, I believe, at the beginning of October was the last one. So this is on 28 opalescent Lugana that I dyed. Anything that is dyed, I dyed, so I got that. So I have a finish. I just need to buy some fabric so I can finish it totally. Speaking of, yeah, that was an FFO, a fully finish. And this is just a finish. So this is the room here. That was the last one. And here it all is. I had a lot of fun with this one. Even though I had to do some frogging because, I don't know, sometimes the fractionals get me and, I mess up and have to fix it. But yeah, I really like this one. And then my last finish was from the Halloween edition of Just Cross Stitch from 2021. And it is this pattern, Wool Gardens. It looks different because they used specialty flosses. So mine looks a little more plain. But this one is from Nikki Ewing of Boulder Valley Stitching. I could never find it online anywhere to buy it, so I guess it's only in this magazine. So this one was on 18 count Aida. No, 16 count. I remember 16 count. So here it is. I think last time I was done with these. I had these filled in, and I just needed to fill in and do the, I had to put the little eyes and the little spider web, and then I filled in and put in those little words. So it was just a lot of easy stitching since I didn't have to count or do anything. It just took a little bit of time. So I've been working on that for the past few weeks off and on. So yeah, my 3 finishes that will sit in a drawer until well, one of those will be hung up, but 2 of those will sit in a drawer until I get some fabric. So moving on to my whips, I've got my stitching shelf from Amy Stewart. Well, the art is from Amy Stewart. It's a Heaven and Earth designed pattern on 25 easy count Lugana. So I got the, I'm trying to figure out how to, the side I want this on. So the next little section done here. So my first stitching lady in there, and I started on to the next little book there, but here it is as a whole. I was trying to kind of get that crease out a little bit, but I didn't iron or anything. It's just going to go right back into the Q-snap. So on to the next. It's getting to be a lot more impressive now with, you know, quite a bit done. It looks cool. So I will move on to the next with that one. And this is, let me look at my notes. Red Rose from Povatulia Handmade on Etsy. This is 18 count opalescent Aida. And I've been having some issues with this. I'll show before and where it was before. I've been having some issues with this from like this point down. The pattern, I moved on to Pattern Keeper, and it was 2 separate patterns, but there's no overlap, so I was trying to kind of guesstimate as to, I tried to, you know, find the right spot, and apparently somewhere I didn't, and just things are off, and I'm missing some of the colors, so I was just trying to fill in until I get those, which I did order, and they should be here soon. But I was trying to kind of, you know, make it work, and then it was just creating more and more problems. So I set this aside until I get the colors, and then I'll finish up here, because up here is mostly okay. And figure out what's going on at the bottom. I may have to end up frogging a lot. I hope not. But we will see once I get back to tackling that one. The next one is Broken Ship from Stitch It Picasso, and this is, I believe, 18 count Aida. And I just filled in more black, which I will continue to do this section and up in here, as you can see there. I'm missing a couple of colors for this one too, that is coming, that I ordered and will be here soon. So and this one is on 18 count Aida that I dyed. It's from Witchy Stitcher, called Chopping Maw, and I got the next room in. Let me see if I can get it there. There we go. So it's like a mix of a Psycho with the shower. Let me fold it over so the light, let me see if I can get it. Technical difficulties. Not technical, but difficulties. Let's see. The light kind of, the sun kind of went away, so it's not as bright. But this, you know, shower from Psycho, and than from The Shining, and they're wearing their little maid outfits. And then there's, let me see if it's not really focusing, the little bubbles on them, on the words, like they're trying to clean it off. I thought was a cute little detail. So I haven't been saying any of my stitch counts. I'll start on this one, I suppose. On this one, I'm out of practice. Let me find it. I got 589 on the cleaning lady's room. And then I worked on the frame and I got 741 stitches on the frame. So I was continuing on. Mostly I started to fill in. So this is as a whole. It's coming together. So I just have one more big room, and then all of the top area. But I really like working on this one. It's one of my favorites. So the last thing that I worked on, this is Roses and Lilies from at Antique Stitch. And this is on, I can never remember if it's 18 or 20 count, but usually it's 18 count. So I got 746 stitches in on this one. Sorry, it's not as bright as it was. So I was filling in more little spaces in here. And I think I finished some other green. I'll be showing you the before picture, so you'll be able to compare better than I will by memory. So yeah, this one's coming along well. It's been a while since I worked on it. I think I worked on this closer to the beginning of the time that I've last seen you. So yeah, that's all I have as far as what I've been working on. My mom stopped at the thrift store, as she does, and she got me this little alphabet little pattern book. So it has those different ones. So I thought that would be cool. Particularly like the smaller ones that I feel like, you know, I could use in some instances. So there's that. And that's all I have as far as my stitching and stuff I've been doing. I have been crocheting, which was another reason why I didn't come back as soon, is because I didn't have anything to show as much of the stitching. I was trying to work on Christmas presents and stuff. So yeah. As far as what I've been watching, I watched the whole season of Wednesday. We binge watched that, and then after we watched it, when we were flipping through to watch, you know, something else, my husband was like, I could watch that again, because it, you know, was showing up. So yeah, I would definitely say watch Wednesday if you haven't. It's on Netflix. And then we started, I don't know why we started watching it, but we started watching Alaskan Bush People, which has like, I don't know if it's like 13 seasons or more than that now. But we had never watched it. So we started watching that, and it's just kind of silly, kind of fun show to watch, what they get into and all the different personalities of the family. We had kind of, you know, doubts as to whether it's real or not, you know, if they really live full-time out, you know, in the bush or not. But it's still fun to watch either way. So yeah, that is all that I have been really up to. I feel like no matter how long I have been away, I still have a short video, so that's just how I how I do things. I'm not really much of a chatterbox. So I hope you enjoy just catching up a little bit and with what I work on, at least. So I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, or whatever you celebrate, happy holidays. I will see you in the next one. So bye for now.